And so I used to carry a little hand towel in my car. And when I couldn't let go and let God, then I just take the towel and throw it, because I needed to do something physically to get myself away from myself sometimes, and away from thinking that I was the one who knew all the answers. And we do have all the answers inside, don't we? We do. And yet sometimes I may need my sister-in-law to help me get them out. Or I'll call Dana and say, I need help. I spoke with him a couple of weeks ago about an interesting situation in my life. And he said, have you gone to prayer? No, I have not gone to prayer. I didn't do that. I called this person and that person and Freddie Mac this and Coldwell Banker that. And oh my, and he said, okay, so let's just pray. But that's what we can do. And then when he calls me with something, I can say the same. And it doesn't have to be minister to minister. It could be just congregant to congregant, friend to friend. I need help. I need help because I can't get to the knowing. I can't get to the knowing. But what faith does is helps eliminate the other F word. It's 4 letters. Fear. Future events appearing real. So if we don't stay present and we keep looking forward, fear happens, doesn't it? Get nervous, anxious. I've done that this week. Living at Peggy, she's like, how's the anxiety today? I'm letting go. I just had to drive here though, so I could be in control. And we can laugh and we can say, I know this. And so she didn't say, no, let me drive, because I would have said, no, I'm driving. Or I would have taken her car, whatever it is. And so you get to know this, don't you, when you have a relationship, no matter what kind they are. Lovely, loving, when we do have both of those. And yet, we often sometimes come to a place where we don't see eye to eye, and then we just sit for a minute and say, oh, okay. Because it's about agreeing and disagreeing in love. Rather be happy than be right. And when as a minister, people will say, oh, you were so right. And I said, I don't want to be right. Don't give me your power. Let's just say, wow, your suggestion worked. Prayer works. And so if we can get back to faith again and the knowing of the things that we don't see, or of the things we do see, that they will go away. I thought it was interesting that I found, like with Daily Word and the word create. Of course, as we talked a little bit about Rosemary Fillmore Ray and the creation that she did. The creation of this service today without Dana here. Thumbs up, everybody. I mean, this is what a minister dreams of and is so afraid of. Like, oh my God, they can do it without me. And it's the greatest blessing. It's the greatest blessing. As he's holding on, and I didn't even get a call from him today, and I said to Peggy, I wonder if Dane's going to call me this morning. But that's about trust, and this is where we say, please help me, I'm going to be doing transitional work in Santa Barbara, and it's about me getting them so full of themselves that when they decide to draw a new minister to them, they will have the person that wants to be part of the community they've already created. The difference with you all, you've created this with Dana. So it's a little bit of difference as I go out there and do this work with them. In the Bible, do not be afraid appears 365 times. Now, it was written so long ago, right? I think it's interesting, just like with the Daily Word, I go to read it and I think, yep, that's written just for me. Because it's always about me, right? And the first thing in the morning before you get out of bed. And so to think that that's one, do not be afraid for each day of the year. I think it's very, very interesting as we study the Bible, which is really the story of our life, the story of our consciousness. It's not about somebody outside of us, because all of us have been Herod or Mary Magdalene or Christ-like, haven't we? Depending upon the day. So, be not afraid. And we can be that way when we can stand in our faith, when we live life every day and love the life that we're living. Living in faith. Eric Butterworth says, grow through life. Don't go through it. Grow through it. So that's what I invite you to do this week as you think about life and those you love. Have you told them today that you love them? That you appreciate them? Even when they frustrate you? Because that too will pass, won't it? The frustration will pass. So let's say our affirmation again together. I will to will the will of God. And now with our playground voices. I will to will the will of God. And so this week as you go forward and you remember life, give your will to God and live your life as you who has come here to be God expressed.